Can you hear that? This alarm's been going off for like half an hour. Like, I get the time's 20 past 11, but how can you sleep through your alarm going off? No? Still going on. It's like literally just down there. And I know it's the flat opposite over there, that's their car. It won't shut the heart up. Oh my god. Anyway, I'm currently watching the Madeleine McCann series. I'm on episode 8. It's been like the last 2 episodes have really creeped me up a little bit. Because it's just kind of scary what they're talking about. And like they're talking about all like the different people who they've investigated and like different lines of people that they've thought about and sightings and things. And it's scary. And what I've learned though throughout this series of episodes is how parents don't think about locking windows or doors when they're on holiday. They're talking about like sexual predators and foreigners literally going into people's bedrooms and houses without them knowing. Like, how? The most haunting thing for me, I think, is that Kate has said that, like, Madeleine, the night before, asked Kate, she said to Kate, "Mummy, why didn't you come for me when I called for you, when me and Sean or Emily or whichever twin she was on about, why didn't you call for me? Why didn't you come for me when I called for you?" Which makes me think the intruder was there the night before, and I've like double and triple checked that I've locked my flat door and like I've got all my windows shut. I mean, I'm very safe here in the UK, obviously, but the Madeleine McCann thing is crazy. Like, the thing that gets me the most is that at the moment, if you guys don't know, in the UK, where I live, there's currently a missing girl called Leah Croucher, and she went missing the day after Valentine's Day, and she works very close to where I work, and I'm pretty sure I've seen her before, like going to the food van, which is why when the pictures first are released of her, I was like, I'm pretty sure I recognise this girl. And then I think I tweeted something, and someone who I know who used to work near me basically said that yeah, she worked in this company, and I was like, oh my god, that's pretty close to us. And then we've got the police coming and all that stuff, and like, it's been over a month now and she's still not been found, and it just astonishes me. 14 years or so? I don't know, I can't remember now. It's been actually longer than that, hasn't it? It's been years. Anyway, and it's just crazy to me that they've not found her yet. Like, I know Portugal's absolutely rubbish, like government-wise and money-wise and all that stuff, but to be this bad, I just don't understand. Like, that's the one thing that catches me with this case. I no longer think that the McCanns directly had anything to do with it, but I do not like the McCanns, because I think like their actions were stupid in general. If they thought it was safe to leave their kids in a ground floor apartment with the door unlocked, definitely not safe. And also the fact that Kate ran out after she found out that Madeleine had gone, and she'd left the twins there sleeping. Like, if she ran out, I'm pretty sure the intruder could have come back in and nicked the other two. Anyway, I wonder what attracted them to Madeleine more than the twins. That's what I want to know. Anyway, I'm on episode 8, which is the last episode. I don't know why there's that. The last episode. And it's really interesting. It's really interesting, but I feel more interesting right now because we're currently going through the same sort of a situation here in the UK where we've got Leah, who's just vanished out of thin air. Her mobile phone's been switched off. She's had no money out of her bank account. She went missing on her way to work, and like CCTV, they couldn't find anything of her. It just makes me feel a bit uneasy. When I went for a run this evening, and like I just had to like double check like no one was following me or no one was going to kidnap me, because that scares me a little bit. And I mean, she's bigger than me. Like, she was 19. She's 19. Yet she's, you know, taller, bigger. Yeah, it's just kind of crazy, really. Like, I'm just astounded at how they've just not found a trace of Maddie. Like, I don't understand how someone can just disappear and like they can't find her. Like, it's mental. Like, I honestly don't think she's alive, and if she is alive still, then she doesn't know her own identity, or she's been hidden away very, very well. But I definitely don't think the McCanns had anything directly to do with it. I did for years and years until I watched this. Like, I thought they were always shady, but I just think that's just who they are. I just think it's their personality. Like, they just want to be very direct and straightforward. And it's like how like the police treated them and all that stuff. Like, I can see how they acted how they do. But I think the reason why I hate them probably the most has probably been very social media based, and I've basically been following the crowd on social media, and my thoughts are being what they've been saying. So, yeah, insane. I honestly don't understand why the McCanns weren't happy about this documentary series being done, because people I've spoken to at work, everyone's opinions on the McCanns and Madeline has changed. Like, how they think she's disappeared. It's everyone's thoughts have changed about it. It's insane. Let me just hide that so it doesn't look as if I'm speaking to the person of it. I'm astounded. Like, as I've said like 5 times already in this section of the video, I just don't get it. I always like think about it because like I've been to Portugal like 9-10 times, and the villa we stay at is family owned, and we have shutters very much like that, and for them to have left it open, I'm astounded. Having left it open and the window open makes me cringe slightly, because it's not good, and you can't open those shutters from outside. That's why they are shutters like that, because you can't break into the place like them with them down like that. And the villa I've stayed at, every time I go there, has the same exact shutters, and every night I would 100% have them shut but the window open so that no one can get in, because you know the villas out there are all ground floor. But I am excruciatingly annoyed at them leaving their kids alone and not even being in eyesight of the room. Like, I always thought they were much closer than they were, but no, they're quite a little bit away from the room that they were staying in, the place they were staying in. It infuriates me a little bit. It's been interesting to watch though, 100%. I do really hope that they get answers though. Like, I really want, if they're still alive, who knows, maybe the kidnappers aren't alive anymore, but I really want something to come into fruition, you know what I mean? Like, it's one of those stories where it's been so many years, but you kind of want, because of how public and massive it got, I kind of want an answer to it, because it's getting annoying now. I know it's probably awful for me to say that, I'm sorry, but it's getting really tedious. Every now and again you'll get a new news article about the McCanns getting more money or getting an appeal or something to go ahead and do more searching, blah blah blah. Yet they're finding nothing. Like, they're getting new, well, they're not getting, they've been getting reports and things, like, I don't know, it's insane. And I just, the thought is just, it's like, it's making me like mind blown as much as the Leah Croucher instance has right now, as it is going on right now, how someone can just vanish out of nowhere. Like, I get it with the McCanns because they were checking their kids every half hour or so, as they say, which always changed, by the way. It was like every hour, every 20 minutes, every 30 minutes. Who knows how often they actually check their kids. But anyway, it astounds me that Leah was walking to work and she's going her usual route, and then there's one part of the route that she didn't end up going down. Like, they have looked at, like, I think like over 1,300 hours of CCTV footage or something, and they can't find any more footage of Leah anywhere. Like, she just doesn't appear the road that she was meant to go to on her usual route to work. It's just interesting. There's been like reports that it could be like, I mean, there's options. She could have been given a lift by someone. She could have been, I mean, I just don't know. It scares me just thinking about it, really. Like, she walks every single day to work for 2 miles, and so maybe someone was following her, had worked out her route. I mean, if you've seen pictures of Leah Croucher, you'll know that she looks quite young. Someone could have thought she was younger than she was. They said that her phone turned off like 10 minutes after the last CCTV sighting, and the last sighting of her was at like 8:15 in the morning. And if that were me, my phone would be fully charged on my way to work. Like, someone obviously, you know, took her phone and threw it away or broke it or something. Yeah, I really hope that her family get an answer. Like, they've now got like a £5,000 reward if someone comes forward with information about her. And it's like something I think about every single day. I actually was on Facebook before my social media break, because this happened in February, and her brother is friends with people I know, so it feels very close to home. Like, they're all talking about it on Facebook, and yeah, it's confusing. Like, her parents last saw her at 10 p.m. the night before, which meant she could have gone to bed and they could have gone to work early. There's conflicting things, like she's got a disapproving boyfriend, she hasn't got a disapproving boyfriend, like her parents don't like him. She could have run away, which I don't think is very likely. But it's just, there's like just no sign of her. Like, she's just vanished. It really reminds me of like the Ted Bundy stuff, where like he would like kidnap girls and then take them for drives and drive them miles away. So I personally think she was forced into a car driven somewhere thinking that she was getting a lift to work. I don't know, it could be someone she knows, could not be. Could be a friend, could be a boyfriend, could be anyone really. And it could be literally anyone. And driven away, and it's somewhere in the woods. They've checked like 2 big lakes that are quite close to where she disappeared as well. They've done all that stuff and they couldn't find her. So it's like they've not even found her backpack, her rucksack, they've not found clothes, nothing. I'm just shook at this information, and I always check, like the first thing I do in the morning is I check the latest Leah Croucher news, and so far I think the last thing they did was they showed new clothes that she not new clothes, they showed pictures of clothes that she was wearing, or likely with what she was wearing. But the last time parents were seen was on Thursday, February 14th. And near where I work, there's like posters everywhere. They've got massive, like billboard sized posters now. The last time she was seen, so the parents saw her last at 10 p.m. on Valentine's Day. And then the following day, so I don't know if that means like she went to bed then or if she was out then, I don't know. We don't know. Then the following day we saw her on CCTV at 8:15 a.m. and that's the last time she was seen. And it just astounds me with the amount of people who have CCTV these days, and no one's seen her on dash cams, no one's seen her on CCTV, no one's actually seen her in the eyes. No one noticed. No one's seen anything. No one's noticed any brawling. And let it be told, it's 8:15 in the morning. A lot of kids and like people would be walking around, well not a lot of people, but people would be walking around at that time, whether that's going to school, going to work, walking the dogs. Like, it's not unknown for people to walk around at that time. Like, literally, these are the posters you see everywhere on here now. This is what I'm saying, she looks super young. And the CCTV, that's the last sighting they had of her. She was walking past a house. I know that, I remember seeing a Facebook post that her brother said that they had rung her work and they said that she hadn't arrived and she hadn't had the day booked off on holiday. So I think what alerted that she hadn't come home was that she hadn't come home. The thing that also confuses me about the Leah Croucher situation right now is she's meant to be really good at taekwondo. So it's mind-boggling. Like, you'd think someone who's really good at taekwondo would be able to like defend herself. And she was actually wearing apparently a taekwondo hoodie at the time. But it's crazy. Like, I mean, could she have secretly opened new bank accounts? Could she have bought a new phone? I'll keep you guys updated because she's local here and I haven't really seen anything about it. Like, I haven't really seen it or heard anything about it on the news, and I feel like it should get some broader sort of information about it. They found Libby Squires now. She was one of the people missing. They found her in some water near where she had gone missing. But they have yet to find any sign of Leah. I don't think she's in Milton Keynes anymore. That's my issue, is that she could be anywhere in England. I don't think she's anywhere near Milton Keynes anymore. And if she is, I don't think she's very much alive, unfortunately. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking now. But I will keep you guys updated on the Leah Croucher affair, because it's interesting to me. I'm really interested in crimes and all that stuff. And it's probably really bad because I absolutely love watching documentaries and stuff about people who disappear, like the Madeleine McCann stuff. And like, I can sit here for like hours just going through like how it could have happened, different sort of scenarios. I even went to the point of like going on Google Maps and like looking to see the routes that she could have taken and trying to figure out where it would have been a good place for someone to have taken her, or to have, like, you know, accosted her. Yeah, I can get real deep into it. I really hope to get some sort of closure and it doesn't continue on for years like Madeleine McCann has, because that's not right for the parents. Considering she's an adult and Madeleine McCann was 3 when she went missing, which is crazy to think about now that Madeleine McCann is still alive, in the very, very rare chance that she's alive. Should be in like her teenage years. That's insane. Insane to think about. Anyway, I have to finish the head. I'm gonna watch the last 20 minutes of the Madeleine McCann episode and I'll stop. Have you noticed that the alarm has now stopped outside, which is good? I'm pretty sure it stopped because it ended its cycle though. Like, it was going on for ages. I don't think the people who lived there woke up and turned it off.